we'll discuss the chapter 2 stories about flying, part 2nd, Black Aeroplane, from the book First Flight, class 10. Let's get started. Let's know some interesting facts about the author. Frederick Forsyth. Frederick Forsyth is an English author, journalist, spy, and occasional political commentator. He is best known for his thrillers. Now, what do you mean by a spy? A spy is a person employed by government for secretly obtaining information about an enemy. Now, before we read the story, we will let know what the story actually wants to tell us. So, this is a mystic story, leaving behind a question. The mystery is that who was the pilot that helped the narrator to come out of the storm? So, let's read the story to know what happens. The story basically is between the hardship and miracle and mystery. The main character of the story is a pilot and he is flying in night in his old Dakota aeroplane to travel from France to England. He dreams of his holiday and looks forward to meet his family. Okay, so in the first paragraph we will see that it was a night full of stars with clear sky. The pilot felt very happy to be all alone to fly away of the sleepy countryside. He was the pilot who was flying over France to England and he was alone in the sky. No other pilot with the planes were there. Okay, so this pilot, he was alone in the sky. And what was the time? It was 1:30. Means it was 1:30 in the morning. Now why it is mentioned here in the morning? We know that after 12 midnight the morning starts. Okay, so 1:30 it is morning and he was very excited to have a great holiday with his family. Now before leaving, the pilot thought about informing the control room about his presence and for some instructions and guidelines from the control room. Okay, now at that time lights of Paris city flashed at him. Means the lights were there. It were flashing back at the pilot. He switched on the radio while informing the control agency about his way to England. The control room at Paris responded and helped him to direct the plane. And they instructed him to turn 12 degrees towards the west. Now, after receiving the instruction, the pilot geared up and followed them while switching over the large fuel tank into operation. Now, all this time, he was just thinking about his family and having a very enjoyable breakfast with them. He was calm as everything was going very smoothly as he has planned. Okay, now the plane had crossed Paris. When he started seeing clouds in the sky, the presence of clouds made him unsafe to travel by air. Why? Because there was chances of a heavy storm. He thought heavy storms may appear in the sky. They were so huge and dark that the pilot compared them with black mountains. He knew he couldn't pass them as it was impossible to go above them. And moreover, the amount of fuel was very less in the last tank. Okay, so this was the problem created in his flight. The right decision was to fly back to Paris safely. So he thought that I will get back. I'll return back to Paris. I'll fly back to Paris instead of moving ahead. Okay, but the pilot wanted to reach home as soon as possible as he really wished to meet his family. He too desperately wanted to with his family and have that English breakfast he had been dreaming all of the day. He took the risk of not going back. He decided not to go back, move forward. Thus, he headed the plane right into the storm, into the black storm. It was so dark because of the storm that nothing was visible outside the plane. He started losing of the control of the aeroplane. The compass and the other instruments had also stopped working because of the bad weather. He became helpless. He tried calling the Paris control room, who had helped him earlier, but couldn't connect because his radio was out of control, his compass was out of control. He was unable to contact. and moreover the weather was very bad. Now, in the midst of the nowhere where everything failed, he saw a ray of hope. When he saw another aeroplane, he felt relieved. When he saw another pilot face and courage to help him escape from this worst situation. He thought to himself that the other pilot is very kind, as he knew that they were lost and were trying to help him. The other pilot took his plane ahead of this lost aeroplane, which made him easier to follow. Hence, in this paragraph, author followed the strange aeroplane like an obedient child. Okay. Now, in the meantime, he was also panicked, afraid, because there was a very little amount of fuel left. Then started flying down through the storm and could see the runway. But he saw he came out of the clouds and could see the runway to land his plane safely. When he turned to thank the other pilot, he realized that the plane that helped him had disappeared, was not in the sky. Now, as soon as he came out of the storm, the author did not know where the strange plane landed. He headed straight into the control room after landing to ask about the other pilot to the receptionist and about the plane. What happened there? To his utmost surprise, the lady informed him that there was no other plane in the sky except his, means the author's. Because of the bad weather, other planes were not there. Only yours was there. Then the pilot left astonished with a lot of questions and answered in his mind. He was just questioning in his mind, who helped me to arrive there safely without a compass or radio or without any more fuel in my tanks? Who was the other pilot on the strange black aeroplane flying in the storm without lights? Who that pilot was? All it was a mystery to this author. So here we can say that unthankful heart discovers no mercies, but thankful heart will find in every how some heavenly blessings. So here God has helped this pilot to come out of this situation. Okay, now let's have the summary. The Black Aeroplane, written by Frederick, is a mystery story, and the story revolves around the mystery who was another pilot. The narrator was on his way to England hoping to have a good English breakfast with his family, but he saw great storm clouds ahead of him. There were huge mountain-shaped clouds. The narrator risked to enter into the cloud. No sooner he entered in the clouds, everything turned black. He saw another aeroplane without lights on its wings. The pilot waved his hand to the narrator and asked him to follow him. The narrator followed the pilot of another aeroplane as his compass radio went dead. Even there was not enough fuel in his aeroplane tank. Now, with the help of the another pilot, he landed safely and went to the receptionist to thank the other pilot. Then he was informed by the lady that there was no any other plane flying in the sky that night. Okay. So this was all for today's lecture. We have completed the story and the lesson also. One activity is provided to you. Again, one more interesting activity is there. Just listen. Have you ever been alone or away from home during a thunderstorm? So you have to share your experience in few lines. You can write it down on a piece of paper, or you can have a talk with your friends on this topic. Okay? There is a thunderstorm outside and you are very much alone at home. So what happened? Now this time few new words are provided to you. You can see on your screen few words are written there, and what you have to do, you have to find out the meanings of these words. Go for a dictionary, search the words in the dictionary and collect the meanings and write it down. Okay? Question answer round. Thinking about the test. Number 1, I'll take the risk. What is the risk? Why does the narrator take it? Answer for it. The risk was to fly through the black storm clouds. The narrator took the risk because his home was beckoning him. He was dreaming of his holiday and looking forward to be with his family. He also wanted to get home in time to enjoy a good English breakfast. Second question. Describe the narrator's experience as he flew the aeroplane into the storm. Okay, we'll go to the answer. Now, as he flew into the storm, everything went black. It was impossible to see anything outside the plane for him. He jumped and twisted in the air with his plane. When he looked at his compass, he saw that it was turning round and round. It was dead. Along with it, the other instruments, including the radio, were also dead. Suddenly, he saw another aeroplane. Its pilot waved at him, asking him to follow like an obedient child. Okay? He was glad to find a helper. He was using his last fuel tank and there was only enough fuel to fly 5 or 10 minutes. Then the other pilot started to go down and he followed. He suddenly came out of the clouds and saw the runway, on which he then landed his plane safely. So this was the experience of the narrator when he flew the aeroplane into the storm. Okay? Third question. Why does the narrator say, I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota? We'll go to the answer. After landing, the narrator was not sorry to walk away from the Dakota because he had a horrific and scary experience flying that plane. He was happy that he had landed the plane safely. That is why he was not sorry to walk away. Instead, he wanted to know where he was and who the other pilot was. Okay? Next, what made the woman in the control center look at the narrator strangely? Why she had a strange look to the narrator? Answer for that. The narrator had asked the woman in the control center about the identity of the other pilot. She looked at him strangely. Why? As there was no other plane in the storm. Only Arthur's plane was in the sky. So she told him that no other plane was flying that night. His was the only plane she could see on the radar. Fifth question. Who do you think helped the narrator to reach safely? According to you, who you think that must have helped the narrator to land him safely? Okay, so you have to discuss this situation among yourself and tell the reason. Here one discussion is given to you, just have a look to it. Probably it was the narrator's own self that helped him through the storm, and there was no other plane in the storm, as the women at the control center could see only his plane, that narrator's plane, on the radar. Also, no other plane was flying that night. In his fear, he might have been just imagine that another plane is there. Okay? He was a good pilot and it might have been his own self that came to his help. So this is the answer for this question. You can have your own opinion. You can share your opinions with your friends or among yourself. Okay? Here we end the lecture. Thank you.